This is the new TCR. Let's have a look. See, I don't envy bike engineers in 2020. The bikes are already so good. To make them better is not really possible. I see this. Okay, let's go to Canada. This is going to be a harsh critique, by the way. Strap on. Bike of the year 2020. I don't think so. Disc brakes. When I see this bike, instantly I see hydro disc brakes, and instantly I see faffing around with bent rotors or rubbing rotors. I just see faff. No longer do I see a Super 6 and think, wow, nice lightweight bike. I see faff. I see a lot of faff. Let's have a look at the giant TCR. Alright, so their claim is more, lighter, stiffer, etc. We saw this last year at the World Championships with Greg Van Avermaet. We saw the vegan rider Geschink at Trinidad with his giant TCR disc. Oh no, sorry, rim brake bike, super light. So this is the claim weight, 765 grams. I call BS on that. One, an extra small isn't going to be the same weight as an extra large. And there's nothing here about that, just saying 765 gram. Like, is that painted, unpainted? Is that with the ISP included? Or like 765 with an ISP? I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, I doubt it. If it is, that's going to be so light, it's going to crack in half very, very easily if you crash it. Right? So I think under 1,000 grams is really the limit. Like anything under than that, you're starting to really tinker with durability issues if you crash it or hit a massive bump. In my opinion, my experience. So 34 seconds faster than previous bike, over 40k at 200 watts. That's the claim. Tire increased clearance. And rim brake available still. The SL disc only compatible with electronic group sets. So, and it was the TCR, stands for Total Compact Road. It's like a sloping top tube developed by Mike Burrows back in, it was 97. And I remember those back in the day. So nanoparticles, look how skinny that looks. It looks nice, doesn't it? I like that nude carbon finish. Do you like the nude carbon finish? I think it looks pretty cool. So this is a thin line finish. That's pretty cool. That's also very eco. Unpainted frame is more eco. Less resources there. Same 65 grams over giant standard 7-layer paint. Alright, so we got adhesion protector has also been added to the clamping section of the integrated seat post. That's pretty cool. Because yeah, the integrated seat post, if you've got issues with it, you might not get warranty. So it's a bit of a flip. That's what sort of flipped me, basically, when I had a warranty issue last year. My local Giant store was very, very good though. They came to my bat and they helped me get the warranty in the end. But I was just like, I'm done dealing with big corporations for bikes now. I'm doing my own thing. So that's the Giant do make a very good quality bike. You don't really see any issues with them. I've never ever seen a Giant bike crack. I've seen paint cracks, but I've never actually seen one crack from a design flaw. My ISP did have a crack running through it, but that was because a little bit of metal that was on the ISP clamp was etching into it like a little beak. So it hadn't been machined out at the factory properly. So it wasn't a carbon issue, it was that the C clamp wasn't machined properly at the factory, just a QC error. And I proved that by having other ISP clamps that were smoother, didn't have the same pinching effect. So here we go. Here it's just hard to make them better than they already were. What they've done is they've sort of made it different. I've never seen a Giant bike that colour before. It's pretty cool. I think that's like a not interesting basic colour. Well, here we go. The new Giant defines a medium, fully finished with the headset. 140 grams lighter than outgoing TCR. That's a fair bit of reduction, from the old TCR, which is already light as it is. So I don't think it's 765 though, personally. Oh, here we go. Clamps. That is exceptional if that's true. That's exceptional if that's true. They're even measuring the fork paint. 10 grams minus 15 grams. So very, very interesting. The ISP clamp's even lighter. Top cap's gone even lighter. But yeah, that's very, very interesting. Spacers, the cone. What's the cone? Let's have a comparative weights of the disc brake bikes. Total savings. So it's lighter than all of them pretty much. But the thing is, disc brake bikes are heavier. They're heavier. They're heavier. They are heavier. Disc brake bikes are heavier. So it still has its traditional TCR stiffness. Higher. This number is better. The S-Works doesn't do too bad. You know, so yeah, it's Cervelo's very flexy. I dropped a guy the other night up Norton Summit on my when I was on my what bike was I on? I was on my Marina. A bit of a battle up Norton's. So yeah, this is interesting stuff. What can we say? What's my critiques here? Aero, for me, aero's a gimmicks marketing. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just look, we're talking half or what difference here. Half or what difference? I don't believe this stuff to be really real world stuff. But yeah, if you go to TCR, it's a great bike. They ride really nicely. My issue is the Overdrive 2, whilst it's very stiff, if you want to change stems, can be a bit of faffing around, expense wise. And this is interesting, a new clip-on light, that's cool. How bright is it? See, I like the look of that. It does look like an S-Works, doesn't it? It almost looks like lightweight wheels. But discs, man, disc brakes. What's the disc brakes in a road bike? I'm not feeling that at all. I do like that colour, the dark matte carbon raw finish. Save paint, save resources. ISP though, it's great for the pros. Great if you know exactly what your seat height is. But if you want to faff around with fine tuning your seat height, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. So otherwise, they ride very nicely. $11,000 US ain't cheap. Well, that's a skinny looking fork, isn't it? That's a skinny little fork. It's got the little fanky head spaces. Let's have the rim version. All these discs are doing my eyes in. Oh, disc. Oh, disc. Oh, we have a rim job, please. Everyone loves a good rim job. Here we go. It's the Tegra. This one looks good. It's got the non-overdrive 2. Actually, sorry, I'll take that back. Overdrive 2 stereo. It's got a telescoping seat pro, so that's probably what I would get if I was going to get one of these. But yeah, it's hard to make these bikes really better. They were so good as they are. But yeah, this is the new Giant TCR. Yeah, well, I don't really think that they're better than what they were because they were so good anyway. It's hard to make something that was good much better anyway. Anyway, that's the deal here. A little recap. Would you go out and buy one if you want a high-end disc road bike? Then do it. But I've got this thing in my head. I see these super skinny forks and the Cannondales and the Treks and the Giants, and I can't help but wonder how durable is a skinny fork with disc brakes. You know, how durable is that? With the disc brakes, you want a 60mm rotor on a 100kg fat barrister hitting the brakes on and off. How durable is that fork going to be? You know, I don't think it's very durable, and I think these forks are, in my opinion, too light for disc brakes. I think it's too light. I think that's my opinion there. Will I be proven wrong? Hopefully I am. Hopefully I'm not proven right on that one, because more disc fork brake failures we don't need. We're seeing that with Cannondale, Cervelo, BMC fork recalls. Merida Specialized. I think disc forks should be more heavy duty, and on my Mawson frame, the Pragma Mawson is a heavy duty disc fork, carbon fork, but it's not super light. It's properly, in my opinion, properly weighted. I don't think a 300-gram fork is suitable for disc brakes, and I hope I'm wrong about that because there's a lot of them being made. So there you go. That's the TCR. Do we have any more photos of that? That was about it. And there you go. I like the finish. What more can I say? It's hard to improve when the bike's already there. Disc brakes for me are a huge pain in the ass. Hydro disc, huge pain in the ass. For most people, that are overkill. If you need discs, go for it, get them. But understand they're extra work, extra maintenance, extra cost, extra weight, extra sluggishness, extra faff. Hydro road disc. No thanks.